Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. This is going to be for next week, so the 30th to the 6th of July. So we're going to dive in together, but before we do, by the time you guys are watching this, I will be on a surf retreat, so I'm going to make sure these are a bit quick because I have to leave today. I'm recording these a little bit early. So I got all 12 to do. So if I'm rushing ahead, don't worry, I'm going to get all the messages out because I have been for the rest of the signs. But if you do need to slow me down, YouTube does have a feature somewhere down here to slow me down if I get too fast for you, because I'm in a rush. But not to rush the reading, because we've been getting some really good messages for everyone today. So anywho, let's sit down together for a minute. Let's take a deep breath in. All right, Dila. So I was picking up on a Cancer sign being important for some of you. Maybe you have it in your chart because I was just seeing that. And then I saw the number 4, which is ironic because the number 4 in astrology is Cancer sign, right? So it could be pertaining to home, family, childhood, and that kind of stuff, or foundation. Your foundation could be important this week. But anyway, let's dive in. Let's grab you some cards. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you for the week ahead. All right, please, Spirit, for Leo. What's going on for Leo? Regeneration? Are you joking? Poise says get ready for whatever it is that you guys have been calling in because it's coming. Okay? You don't need to settle is what I'm hearing. You don't need to settle. Maybe you guys were thinking, maybe this is too big for me right now, like a goal, because you got stars on that card. But it's like, so then you're kind of working out what things you want instead. And then I see it coming in and you're like, well, screw this. Like, I'm going to be ready for that. Okay, anyway, think big. Regeneration is an important card because it does say, maybe you're going through this already. It's a transformation. It's kind of in a way healing. Depends on where you are. Some of you are being taken out of a situation that is just is doing more harm than good is what I'm hearing. Work, I don't know where it is in your life. Work, love, friendship, place, situation, home, whatever. And you're kind of being repotted somewhere else. I see whoever I'm reading for when this card comes in as the tree. And because it's wrapped with this beautiful blue ribbon that was shown to me by my guides as protection, you're a protected soul. So sometimes when you're in situations that are just taken from you, if you're a tree, you're an empath, right? You are just absorbing what's around you. And what is around you right now is not good. Either because there's toxicity around you or just bad energy, or sometimes it just is the soil, the environment is not nutritious enough for you. Bear with. That was really random because someone outside, I just opened the window and someone just shouted outside. So I wonder if some of you are dealing with that in an environment, right? Maybe childhood. Remember we said 4th house could be important. Maybe you dealt with a lot of shouting in your life, or people around you are just very, very, again, it could be toxic here. Just something that's like upsetting your nervous system, because that made me feel a bit, didn't make me feel very safe and grounded, to be honest. So I mean, that could be significant. I always say whenever the camera turns on, everything is not a coinkydink, right? Everything has a purpose for the reading. So anyways, as I was saying, this can also be things that are just not giving you the right nutrients. As I said, you're an empath, you absorb things around you. So maybe things are not really helping you to grow. And if you look at this tree, there's not a lot of leaves on it. So some of you could be struggling lately with growth or feeling like you're blossoming, right? So that's interesting. Again, it does feel a little bit like being repotted somewhere else. Yeah, it's mainly about your environment mostly, even if it's energetically. Okay, so anyway, what else was I going to say with that? I think that's all. Let's get you another card out here. It's 4 and a 6, which goes to a 10, so it could definitely be some sort of chapter closing out here. But you're learning a lot of lessons around your foundation or your home. That's what I see it as. Anything else for Leo? I really hate shouting. So you guys could too. It's just like so unnecessary. Okay, appreciation. I love this. Oh, you know what? I'm hearing like this soft girl life. Now, you don't have to be a girl to resonate with that. It's more about like, I just want everything to be chilled. Again, it does feel like a nervous system reset. And I never really pick up on messages like that. So if that resonates with you, it could be very, very important of resetting or starting your nervous system. Appreciation is all about stopping to smell the roses. It's a big card for gratitude, being in a very golden energy. So again, a lot of you are striving for growth and outgrowing situations or old timelines, old stories, old identities, and you're moving into more of this beautiful energy of feeling more calm, feeling in an environment that is, again, fruitful, right? If we think of flowers, we think of spring, which is what you're moving away from. So as I said, some of you are on different journeys. Some of you have already walked away from it and now you're in your healing journey, and vice versa. Some of you are already in it and needing to leave, for example, whatever it is, it's up to you how it resonates. Appreciation, though, is also about learning to be appreciated, okay? And for some of you in environments, I'll call it that, you've not been very appreciated. People have taken from you more than they've given back. People will just pluck your flowers and just keep these little things for show whilst they leave you kind of high and dry kind of thing. I think you're a beautiful flower, actually, Leo, and I feel like people want you. But they don't really treat you well. That's what I'm feeling like. I don't know. I just feel like it's like a taking energy. So you just want to be appreciated. Fully, unconditionally. That's what I'm sensing here. So that's your focus, okay, for the week. But let's see what I see your cards. Sorry, I'm like, let's chill. All right. What's the energy of Leo during this week, please? What do we have? The Page of Cups, paying attention to your feelings and emotions. This is also about your inner child. So I'm just going to have to say it because we have been picking up on that. It's really listening to that inner calling deep down, paying attention to your feelings and emotions. Energy of the week, the Queen of Swords. So interesting. Protecting your own energy, setting boundaries, calling people out, calling the truth out, right? This is a card of peace. So doing it in a way that is not, targeted or malicious, of course. It's really just like you feel like you need to say your piece or it's time to start prioritizing it, right? That's the energy of the Queen of Swords. Getting clear on what you want for sure so that you can have peace, whatever it is. Okay, anything else? I always say that, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Leo's energy in the near future. Justice, huge Libran energy coming through. So interesting. Okay, the Justice card again is about boundaries and balance. So not only is this energy of the week giving you an opportunity to get clear, to cut things out, set boundaries, your future is showing up as just and fair. Balance. I'm going to clarify these three. Why is the Page of Cups Leo's energy right now? The Empress, some of you are finding out some good news that you might be bringing something to life. This Empress is about fertility and that kind of stuff, but for a lot of you this can just be about stepping into an abundant energy, more nurturing. Some of you are being your own mother to yourself, for example, too. It's really about nurturing your inner child for sure, because she's the mother of the tarot. So I love that, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing what you bring to the table. Like I've been saying, you are this Empress. People see you as that. You're this beautiful flower. People see you as magnetic, see you as attractive, see you as love, see you as abundance. And again, as I said, people take from you. Okay, so again, you're changing that. Queen of Swords as the energy of the week. Six of Cups. Some of you are placing boundaries on your past for sure, on old memories, on old identities, and maybe even on certain friendships that are not giving back to you. So as I was saying, you're wanting unconditional love. Six of Cups is also about reciprocated, like kind, caring, equal dynamics, friendships. I'm going to say dynamics and connections because it doesn't have to be just romance, but you know now what you deserve, like I've been saying, okay? And you know what to place boundaries with, which is awesome. And Justice, why are they showing up as Justice? What was that? Two of Pentacles, again about balance. Why is Justice in their future? Wow, no longer doing things one-sided. You're completely releasing something that you've been carrying for such a long time, something that's been exhausting for you, something that's just not been giving to you. Whatever it is, it's going to be very personal. Again, as I've been saying, could be an old identity, old way of doing things, could be baggage, for example, could be all that kind of stuff, could be one-sided relationships, dynamics. It just feels like you're not, it's kind of this energy of I'm not caring anymore. Page of Cups. It's just this energy of you're showing up in such a beautiful way. And again, I don't see you being malicious about it. I don't see you going like, hey, screw you. Like if I could do that on YouTube. It's more of, do you know what? This isn't working for me. And I wish you love. And I wish you love, but this is just not aligned with me. Like it's the Justice I'm seeing you with your eyes closed. So it's almost like this energy of like, it's what's fair. So I love that for sure. It's an unbiased decision that you're making. is based on truth. It's based on facts, right? It's the justice card. So in legal situations, I also see that you're going to be quite relieved. There could be a contract coming up as well. That's going to be, you know, a lot less work than maybe what you've been going through. But anyway, this is beautiful energy from you. Recent past for Leo, the Fool. Interesting. So maybe again, some of you have recently decided that you're going to start a new fresh journey, taking a leap of faith. Maybe in the past you have been a bit foolish with how you've done things, a bit naive at times, and that may have been the reason why you stuck around in a situation that was not good for you. But as I've been saying, there's a lot of change around that. What are the challenges for Leo? King of Swords, very interesting. Again, being clear, being assertive, building a strategy, maybe even as well, planning things. Let's see, I'm going to look at that in a second, but can I have a little look? It's kind of an authority. Both king and queen are authority figures, but she's kind of in her home and he's kind of in a throne. Well, not kind of, he is in a throne. So it does feel a little bit like that could be important, like being more assertive could be a challenge. Okay. And can I see another challenge for Leo? The Tower. Your challenge is again falling out. I'm just going to cover his butt. Falling out. It could again be power struggles. Some people might not like it, but that's not up to you. Again, you're not carrying that weight. It's not up to you. You don't need to. It's not your responsibility for other people's feelings about your boundaries, by the way. Just saying that. Anyway, why is the King of Swords a challenge? Seven of Swords. Who is the Seven of Swords about? What's the Seven of Swords about? Ace of Pentacles. That's interesting. Now, for some of you, it could definitely be about calling out the truth. If someone's being a bit sneaky, if someone is testing your boundaries, someone is being sneaky, I think that you are calling that out. Ace of Pentacles is interesting because for some of you, it's also a card of strategy, and it does feel like maybe you guys are deciding to start fresh, and this is a strategy that you're doing on your own. That's why you might have a bit of guilt, or you're walking away from everyone else, doing things undercover, if you will, so you can have your own fresh start. But what is the Seven of Swords about? The Hermit. I think so. Everyone this week has been having this Hermit showing up as like your higher self, and everyone seems to be aligning themselves to their highest path, right? It's all about alignment lately, and it does feel like that's the case. Hermit is about like understanding where you're being guided to go, right? On a spiritual level, looking at this from a higher perspective. And I think you are more clear on people's sneaky ways, but of course it's a challenge as well to not go back on yourself or to not avoid making big decisions in your life. So especially when it comes down to having more stability and more growth. So some of you are being guided to do new things, be taught, learn new things, or just again call things out, not be afraid to make difficult decisions like cutting things out. Okay. And why is the Tower card challenge? Knight of Cups. That's interesting. Why is this Tower card a challenge? I think it is about allowing things to kind of go a bit, allow chaos, which is hard, I think, because for a lot of you, you're the reason. You've been a bit of a glue here is what I'm seeing. Again, you've been the one that's put your heart on your sleeve, carried the burdens of everything else or whatever the Tower represents to you. So that's something you have to let crashing down. All of this identity that you've collected as being this people pleaser and being kind is changing. For example, like, again, I said you're being kind, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just heavy boundaries because I think you've overextended yourself, you've overworked yourself, you've said yes all the time, and I think now you're learning to say no. No, actually no, because people see your worth and value. Like I've been saying, people see that, but it's almost they only see it when it's serving them, and that's what's changing. Friends, communities, whatever it is. So the Tower in your challenge is kind of letting go of like what you would usually do, like from a kind, caring perspective, and letting it go, like putting the sticks down. Don't need to carry it anymore. So some of you, this might be a bit like anxiety inducing, right? Some of you might be quitting your job, and you know what, like yeah, Chariot, moving on, moving home, moving out, whatever it is for you. So it does require you to put the sticks down though, whatever that means. Oh, I'm getting anxiety. Okay. Talk your way through it. Remember, being the empress to your own inner child is very important. Loving on yourself. Okay, nurturing yourself. It's okay to feel scared, right? I don't know what's going to happen when the tower unfolds, but it's okay. Okay, Spirit, what is the advice for Leos? Two of Wands, pick your path. Expanding in your life, right? Probably going down a new journey. That's your advice. And to take the lead, right? The stag is right in the middle of that. It's up to you. It's in your control where you go moving forward, okay? Which is a great thing. Okay, and what's the other piece of advice you have for Leo this week? A Wheel of Fortune on top of appreciation is so beautiful. Yeah, the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck, so again, releasing disappointments, but the Wheel of Fortune does speak about things changing. Why is a Wheel of Fortune advice? The Nine of Cups. Expect so much happiness for yourself mainly, right? Judgment's about releasing, letting go, focusing on your own wish fulfillment, right? Your own happiness, your own joy, whatever brings you that, your own accomplishments, right? It's giving Nine of Pentacles over here. So focusing on that is important. That's what's going to be the thing that changes things. And again, you are going to have a lot of lucky opportunities showing up because you're showing up for yourself. Two of Wands, Ace of Wands. So yeah, that looks like you will be making a decision. It's a new fresh beginning, one that's going to bring you a lot of ambition, a lot of joy, passions, a lot of enthusiasm. Two of Wands. What is that? The Star. Dreams, goals, wish fulfillment. What is the Two of Wands doing as advice? Interesting. The Five of Cups again, jumping on top of the Justice here. I feel like this is a new beginning to make things right? To kind of bring yourself that justice and karma that you've been waiting for from others. You're giving it to yourself, which is very powerful. Very, very powerful week for you guys. Okay. Can I then see near future energy for Leo? The Ten of Swords, Five of Swords. Yeah, not being afraid to shake the boat a little bit here, because Ten of Swords again is an ending. Jumping on top of appreciation as well, again with something changing, right? The Ten of Swords is about change too, because even though something's dying out, there are new flowers coming through, and usually there's the sun rising up again, so a new day. Five of Swords is about conflict, okay, and feelings of defeat. So okay, this didn't work out, we're changing that. Why is the Ten of Swords here as a near future? Judgment, surrendering, releasing, right? Forgiveness in some way, or just letting something go that's been a bit difficult for you. Ten of Swords, near future. I feel all eyes on you. Look at that. Look at where you're going next. You're building the right foundation now for things to actually fulfill you in a very good way. This could be new work, as I was saying. Some of you could be doing things in a home or a new home. I can see that for sure. Judgment is about when you release and surrender whatever has been creating difficulty for you, whatever has been stabbing you in the back or making you feel defeated in some way. You let go and you enter an abundant chapter of your life. So pretty damn awesome to me. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you for being here with me. I did say these will be quite quick, so if it resonated with you, then let me know. And if you feel cool too, make sure you guys like and subscribe. But aside from that, I will see you guys next time, okay?